a solid week. If you can go on the road and win 3 out of 4, we feel really good about that. You know, the only thing, we were not pleased with our performance against Arizona State. They're a very, very good team, but we felt like we could have done more things to challenge them on our side. But I'll be honest, we didn't have much gas left in the tank at that point. But I'm super pleased with how we battled at North Texas. I mean, getting a 5-set win there. And then the Boise State match going down 0-2. And then finally just figuring some things out and to how we wanted to handle them and just executing at a high level for a complete set. After that match, I told the girls we have to play 3 complete sets. You get to pick which 3, but, you know, it'd be great if it could be the first 3. So we went out and did that against Northern Arizona and had, you know, some really good wins this weekend.
So let's just break down the Boise State one. Belated congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Did you envision that going down any other way in order to get 800, or were you just kind of like, all right, this is how it is, cool?
Now, it was very memorable, I'll give you that. You know, you don't plan for something like that, and reverse sweeps don't happen very often. But it was a great time to pull one off for sure.
Leave the floor to the media and then the SFA media.
If you could, and I know you're very humble about the 800 wins, or if anything, it's like, yeah, it was just another win under my belt. But, you know, it's a big deal. And we were just wondering if you had any more words on that big accomplishment.
You know, I feel extremely blessed to just be surrounded for my career. I've been surrounded by such great people. Great players have come through this program, great staff, just all the people I've had the opportunity to work with. And those wins belong to us as a group, the entire Ladyjack Volleyball family. You know, there's certainly not about me. I'm just the one that's been here the longest, you know. So a lot of people get to share in those wins, and I'm, you know, just very appreciative and grateful for the opportunity. And you know, let's get started working toward 900 now.
Very good. And you know, that brings us on to, you know, this week and your next opponent.
Yeah.
And talk about moving forward this week.
Yeah, we've got Sam Houston coming in on Thursday. It's not too hard to get fired up and ready to go for Sam Houston. It'll be fun. It's going to be a really solid tournament with them in Tulsa and Ole Miss. So we're going to have our hands full again. You know, we get through a week and you just want to take a deep breath, and then you're like, okay, you get to work, and you look at who's next, and you're like, oh, my gosh, you know, there's no time to breathe. There's no time to relax, and that's what fall's all about. So we'll just start getting ready for whoever's next, and right now that's Sam, Tulsa, and Ole Miss. So we're excited to have those teams on our court, and we're glad to be home for a couple weeks to just kind of, you know, sleep in our own bed and unpack your bags and things like that. So.
Coach, you guys, I mean, conference play is going to be here before we know
Yeah.
it, and the grind of getting through the WAC. Talk a little bit about just resilience. Like, you guys, obviously you had the match here against Southern Miss that went to 5 sets. Then you go to North Texas, have another one that goes to 5 sets. You've got the reverse against Boise State. Like, just the resilience of this team and what they're learning about themselves to get you guys ready for that WAC play.
Well, I think, you know, the reason we're going to 5 is because we're not playing quite as consistently as we'd like to be right now. But the fact that we're finding a way to win, there's something to be said for that. So I think we're never going to count ourselves out. We know what we're capable of. The girls know what we're capable of. And they know that, you know, we talk about the 4 areas of our game. And if we've had great serving matches, great passing matches, great offensive and great defensive matches, but we're not putting all 4 of those areas together all the time in the same match or in the same set. So when we start doing that, I think we'll have a lot of 3-0s in our favor because it's just the inconsistency piece right now. So we're working through that. We're gaining on it each week, and it's just a work in progress.
And then you talked about being back home this week, sleeping in your own beds, but looking at the 3 opponents that you guys have coming, obviously you got Sam Houston, big rivalry there, and we, just given the way things are, don't get a whole lot of shots at them anymore and, you know, across the board in athletics. Then Tulsa, and then bringing an SEC opponent in with Ole Miss. Just talk about how big this week is for you guys as a program.
Well, it's just, it gives us another chance to take steps forward. We got through the first 10 matches 8-2, and that was a really tough schedule, so we feel good about that. Now we have 4 opportunities to continue to sharpen up before WAC play begins, and 2 of those are against Power 5 opponents. So just some great opportunities to test ourselves, hopefully fine-tune some things so that we'll be ready when WAC play begins at home in about a week and a half.
We got the rivalry with Sam Houston. I know you and Coach Gray have been in this together for a long time. Just speak to the rivalry component, but also just like as coaches being rivals and seeing each other all the time for this many years.
Yeah, there's certainly a respect factor. we both understand what the other one's doing, and we've both been doing it for a long time. And it's a fun rivalry. It's a love-hate relationship, where you want to beat them so bad, they want to beat us so bad, but at the same time you respect what the other ones are doing. So it's a very civil rivalry. Until the whistle blows. Once that first whistle blows, there'll be nothing civil about it till the last whistle blows. But yeah, it's just been a fun rivalry, and we both thought it was real important to keep it going.
This past weekend, we saw Elon Bradley and Bella Ortiz get named to the All-Tournament team. This is Bella's 3rd All-Tournament team this season, so specifically speak to what you see from those 2.
Bella's playing some great volleyball right now. We're trying to feed her as much as we can. Her and Alon are carrying a big part of the offensive load, which makes it more challenging for them to score because people know they're going to get the ball. So they've got blockers' hands in their face all the time. But they're both handling that, and they're both learning how to find creative ways to score, knowing that nobody's going to leave you open. Everybody's going to be trying to stop you. And it also provides opportunities for all of our other players that maybe have a little less of a blocking presence in front of them that we're going to have to figure out how to get them some scoring opportunities as well.
Talk about the girls with less experience than our veterans on the team. Caroline Cahill saw a lot of action this weekend, so did Kai Creasy. Just speak to what you see from this freshman group that have been performing pretty well.
Yeah, they're doing well, and we're trying to get them some opportunities when we can because we know that depth is going to be a factor as we get into WAC play. So you don't want to throw somebody in for the first time and you're playing, UTA or somebody like that. So Caroline came in, did a nice job. The ball control comes very natural for her. So she's a great passer and defender. We're working on adding the scoring piece to her toolbox. With Kai, she unleashes on the ball, so she can score. We need another scorer, so we're just trying to figure out, how to utilize her and get her into the mix some. So, again, a work in progress.
Coach, last year, not exaggerating when I say this, one of the most electric atmospheres in an athletic event was because of the student body, all of the fans coming in and packing the pressure cooker. This is your last call out. Send a message to Jack Nation to get them into Shelton Gym.
Absolutely. One, how many opportunities do we have to see Sam Houston at home anymore? And that's happening Thursday night in Shelton at 6 o'clock. And also, how many opportunities do we have to get a Power 5 team on our conference or on our court? They will play us, but they always want us to go to their place. So to get one of them to come to Shelton Gym, we need to pack that place and we need to let them know what SFA Volleyball is all about. And let's go get us a Power 5 win on our own court on Saturday.
I am ready to run in through a wall. Jack Nation, better see you at Shelton Gym, 6 o'clock this Thursday against the Bearcats for the first game of the SFA Tournament 2. Coach, thank you for your time.
Sounds great. Thanks.